Good morning, conservatives of Texas. Alex DeAnda here. I want to speak on what this month is nationally recognized for in celebrating Black Music Month. I think that a lot of folks don't even realize that it's something that has been instilled in our country's history for quite some time now, and it's always getting thrown by the wayside, which is unfortunate. And so I want to read a little bit about it and then kind of reflect. So I'm going to read an article that I found on the internet from iHeart Radio, I suppose is what it's called, titled Black Music Month 101, How It All Started by Hayden Brooks. And this was written, shows here June 22 of 2021. And it's titled, or the picture here is Black Music Month. And I'll share that in the comments. Back in 1979, President Jimmy Carter christened June as Black Music Month, an observance celebrating the long-standing musical contributions of African Americans, and alas, the month of appreciation has arrived. In case you weren't aware of its origins, iHeartRadio is celebrating the honorary marking with the backstory on how the 40-year-plus celebration came about. Black Music Month was born off after hit-making Philadelphia soul producer Kenny Gamble took to Nashville in the 1970s and saw the impact of the Country Music Association's Country Music Month every October. Inspired by the influence of the annual recognition, Gamble went back to Philly and banded with other Black music community leaders for one common goal: acknowledgement. With no organization existing, Gamble conceptualized the Black Music Association in 1978, recruiting supporters like Stevie Wonder, Motown Records founder Berry Gordy, and Reverend Jesse Jackson. With a growing hype, Gamble, alongside media strategist Diana Williams and radio DJ Ed Wright, pushed forward and birthed Black Music Month. And once the support came in, things took off quickly. In less than a year, more specifically on June 7, 1979, President Carter backed the movement, hosting the first ever Black Music Month celebration on the White House lawn. Festivities included performances from the likes of Chuck Berry, Billy Eckstine, and more. Fast forward to 2000, President Bill Clinton hosted a reception at the White House and recognized Black Music Month in an official proclamation that year, with President Barack Obama renaming it African American Music Appreciation Month during his first term in 2009. In his 2016 proclamation, Obama noted that African American music and musicians have helped the country to dance, to express our faith through song, to march against injustice, and to defend our country's enduring promise of freedom and opportunity for all. Even though the Black Music Association collapsed in the 1980s, Williams still currently runs Nashville's National Museum of African American Music and is more than proud of helping recognize the importance of Black creators. Excuse me. In 2019, President Donald Trump chimed in on the observance, writing, throughout American history, African American music has reflected our nation's challenges and triumphs and has always enriched our nation's culture. During African American Music Appreciation Month, we pay tribute to the talented and inspiring African American artists who have given sound and voice to the full range of human emotions through the blues, jazz, gospel, rock and roll, rap, hip hop, and other genres. A proclamation read. In President Joe Biden's 2021 proclamation, which was released at the top of the month, he emphasized the way Black music has pioneered our landscape's culture. Black music has always stood on its own, a beacon of resilience resilience and resistance, while at the same time helping to shape countless other musical and cultural traditions. From the syncopated, I don't even know what that word means, rhythms of jazz to the soulful expressions of R&B. Black music spans an extraordinarily broad spectrum of genres and styles, he wrote. The distinct voices and instruments of Black artists have filled the halls of the Apollo Theater in New York City, Preservation Hall in New Orleans, the Fillmore in San Francisco, and other iconic venues throughout the United States and around the world, energizing audiences and inspiring millions. The music created and expressed by Black communities has paved the way for generations of musicians across all races, creeds, colors, religions, sexual orientations, and identities. The creativity and spirit of Black music is everywhere, and our nation and the world are richer for it. So, what an impact that this community and this culture has provided in our nation. And I really would like to see more and more companies, more and more institutions, our community college, Amarillo College, and other universities really start to implement the recognition that is well deserved in the month of June for such an impactful industry, such an impactful culture to our nation's history, yesterday, today, and I'm most certain in the future. So I will tell you that I grew up listening to Kool and the Gang. New Edition was one of my favorites, Ralph Tresvant. Of course, when I got older and closer to high school, it was Bobby Brown and Babyface. Today, I still like, some Maxwell and things like that. I don't listen to too much of it anymore because, I've been born again. And so I listen to more Christian music. But I'll tell you, it had an impact growing up. I was even in a dance group at one time where we would do some, R&B type of bebop dance things, believe it or not. And it was such a great time, such a fun time growing up. And I'll tell you, I really hope that our city of Amarillo, Texas, and other cities start to really recognize the impact that it has had on our nation. And so that's all I want to speak on today. God bless you guys. Please share the video because I think that a lot of folks are unaware that it's even recognized by so many presidents and also on the books. It was passed in the Senate and in the House and whatnot as far as making it a nationally recognized I don't want to call it a holiday, but you know what I mean, element of something to distinguish. So guys, that's all I have. God bless, and always be with the Lord. Bye-bye now.